Good crowd. All right. We're going live on the air here in roughly 3 minutes from what I see. So when you hear me do the Khyi blah 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 blah, everybody's gonna make a lot of noise, right? Yeah, we're at a world champion Texas Ranger game. That's what we're thinking about right now. Throwing babies up in the air, kissing each other, all that kind of good stuff. All right. Here we go. KHYI 95 through the range. Good afternoon, everybody. Woo! Welcome to old downtown historic Plano, Texas for the last edition of round one of the Battle of the Balledeers. Is there anyone that hasn't been to one of these yet? Raise your hand. Okay, good. We got some newbies. Awesome. You're in for a great afternoon, and it's continuing. Because we've had some really good performances, great songwriters all the way around, just great people, and everyone's really enjoyed themselves. We've been blessed with good weather just about every weekend. We're going to be going into round number 2 next Sunday. We are broadcast live right here on KHY 95.3 The Range, starting right now, and it'll go for a little less than a couple of hours. Today we've got Mike Shakura, we got Brian Joyner, and Phil Coomer's going to be taking the stage. Next Sunday, we're getting down to round number 2. John Robson and Austin Akins will go head-to-head to see who moves on to the finals. Now, we have 3 judges, myself, Big Gus with KHYI, Connor Caldwell, who's with KHYI, and then we've got Chris Clow with the City of Plano with Upbeat Media. Yeah, I got it right. And Zach is running sound for us, too. He never gets any credit, so give Zach a great round of applause. The hardest working man in the sound business. Now, we're going to be judging these songwriters on songwriting ability, performance ability. Does the artist fit into the Americana genre? Professionalism, how did the crowd respond to the performance? So with that being said, you can download the KHYI app, and listening out in Range Country, you can vote for your favorite performer. And to be honest with you, a lot of these votes have been the deciding factor in this competition. So if you're listening out in Range Country right now, or here in the audience, download the KHYI app and you can vote for your favorite songwriter who will move on to round number 2. That's the KHYI app. All right, are we ready? I think we got everything just about covered right there. We're going to get started here. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Mike Shakura.
Thank you.
All I need
you very far. Don't need no cartoon rodeo to saddle up to the bar. Yeah, you find my reality where it comes from the heart. It's all I need. It's all I need. All them horses and guitar. I said horses and guitar. Them horses and guitar. Horses and guitar. Hey, hey, hey. There you go.
Alright, what's the name of the song?
Horses and guitars. Yeah, first heard it on KSYI and I was coming across the Louisiana border. This next song is actually the couple that I wrote it about are listening in their 39 Ford somewhere in Georgia, riding around right now. And this song is a song I wrote about them fixing my truck. And basically, he offered to fix my truck for me, and I couldn't really afford it. And he said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to ask my girlfriend Anita to marry me. Would you write me a song for the wedding? And I said, shoot, no pressure. So I said, I'll give it a shot, but that's an awful big expense. But he was pretty happy about that. Anyway, I started watching them during my gigs up in Fairview, and get this tuning going on quick. Sorry about that. And anyway, I watched them and studied them, and they were in the NASCAR. They were watching the car auctions all the time, and she was always wearing black. They watched, she's one of the guys. And so one time after the gig, she was over by the railing, and he was up at the bar, and I went up to her. I saw her wink at him, and I saw him wink at her, and they both saw that I saw that, and they both laughed, and I walked up to Anita. She goes, you know, Mike, it's the little things. And this is where the song came. It's the little thing. Sitting in a bar watching NASCAR on a Sunday afternoon, rooting for Dale, yelling like hell when he finally made a move. I thought you smiled from the corner of my eye, saw you wink at me. Sitting in a bar watching NASCAR on a Sunday afternoon, rooting for Dale, yelling like hell when he finally makes a move. For you, Paul and Anita. Thank you. Beat the train.
That's the song title right there.
What's that?
That's the song title right there.
Yeah, right? Remember, we had to wrestle with the train, Plano, the Love and War sometimes. And just break into a train song is just easier. Well, this next song I wrote about a buddy of mine I met in Colorado before I moved to Texas. Here comes that train. He was out of the Houston area, some jam up there, and I was like, who's this guy with this big voice and singing all this country music? And because up in the area of Colorado I was in, everyone just played bluegrass. And turns out his name is Clay Farmer, and he's a big deal in Houston, Texas. He was opening up for people like Lyle Lovett and Jewel, had a Bluebell ice cream commercial and all that. And I said, well, what are you doing up here in the foothills of Colorado? Then he introduced me to his girlfriend who was 6 months pregnant. Oh, they decided they were going to have the baby in the beautiful mountains of Colorado and just take a break from everything. So that summer we hung out a lot, and the baby was born, and I moved to Texas, and a few months after that, I get a call from him, and I'm driving around here in Allen somewhere, and he goes, you still in Texas? I said, yeah. He goes, I go, what are you doing? He's like, I'm heading back to Houston. Me and the baby mama didn't work it out, so I got to go back and revive my career, make some money, and so I can see my little girl again. So I'm like, man, that's a tough story. So after that, we hung up, put one of the CDs in my truck, and he had a song called Another Day, where in line in it said, he's a gypsy soul blowing like a leaf in the wind. Like a lightning bolt, I wrote this song for him called Hey Gypsy Daddy. Hey Gypsy Daddy, you're blowing like a leaf in the wind. You caught yourself a wild ride, took you where you never been. But life up on that mountain was rocky and cold. If you was a seaman, let your bitter lose the hope. We'll come down off that mountain, question everything you know. 'Cause East Texas has not forgotten. The sun comes back home. Well, your past may try to haunt you, but you're not cotton top. The trick to surviving is knowing what you got. See, real friends never leave you, so put that guitar in your hand. We'll sing a song and we'll raise a glass, we're starting all over again. Now come down off that mountain, question everything you know. 'Cause East Texas has not forgotten the son who comes back home. Daddy, another day will soon begin. Before you take another ride, remember where you've been. See your baby girl, she's watching. Teach her all you can, 'cause sooner gypsy soul, I'm sure you know, will be blowing like a leaf in the wind. Now come down off that mountain, question everything you know. 'Cause East sexy daddy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Big shout out to, I got some friends listening online in old Farmersville, friends out there. Paul and Anita in Georgia. I think some buddies up in Montana, where I'm from. It's kind of cool. I love this. Bringing everybody together. Got some friends over here. Cool. This next song kind of really doesn't need any introduction because sometimes the message is pretty clear, but it's just before crazy. Baby, you called, said you're coming home. Nothing's wrong. You just want to come back home. I thought how crazy we're getting to be. We never used to be. Making time together, talking about forever. Remember how we never ever said we're gonna let ourselves go. Maybe it's the rain that's falling, and maybe you both calling sick to work, 'cause it's better work lying in bed all day. Maybe it's the thrill of flying, and maybe it's the fear of dying away too soon, like this honeymoon burning through the light of day. Or maybe it's just before crazy. As soon as I heard you come through my door, oh, I wanted nothing more than to pull you close and hold on tight. Well, if this means what I think it means, yeah, I can't wait to be going insane, losing my brain, falling down laughing, thinking maybe this crazy's alright. Maybe it's the rain that's falling, and maybe you both calling sick to work, 'cause it's better work lying in bed all day. Maybe it's the thrill of fire, maybe it's the fear of dying away too soon, like this honeymoon burning through the light of day. Maybe it's just before crazy. Whoa, yeah. Maybe it's just before crazy. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is my last tune here. It's going to be on the new album coming out. They're mastering it right now. I'm pretty happy about that. Fourth studio album. Just keep looking at it. Mike Shakura, Google my name. Spell it like SCH. And but this song I just took to my producers in Franklin, Tennessee, and so I have this idea and I got these lyrics, and but we need a little tweaking, and they got in on it and just turned into a completely different song, which I love. But you know, sometimes people live too far in the past or live for the past, and maybe you just wake up and appreciate today that these are the good old days, because those are the good old days is kind of a wrong message that I'm about. So I wrote a song called These Are the Good Old Days. It goes like this. Spend our whole life saying, Lord, good things come in time. We spend forever waiting for that day to shine. It's time to stop and listen, 'cause there's music playing loud. 'Cause what we've been missing is happening right now. Oh, it starts today. These are the good old days. Hey, hey. These racing. We got to spinning around. Can't see what we're facing when we're looking down. No more lonely strangers out there on the limb, no fear of any danger. The wilder days we're in, it starts today. Yeah, these are the good old days. Hey, hey. These are the good old days. Hey, hey. The past behind us can't remind us of the good that is today. So fly away. Here we are now, yeah, we're out here having fun. So raise a glass now, 'cause we're the lucky ones. Oh, it starts today. These are the good old days. Sing it with me, guys. Hey, hey. These are the good old days. Yeah, sounds good. You're on the radio. These are the good old days. Yeah, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
All right, everybody, Mr. Mike Sakura. Very nice, sir. All right, this is the part where we kind of go over everything you've done. I really like the, I mean, you know how to put words together. That's a good thing. You know, putting the songs together and where everything belongs, and that's always good. You stay within the lines. I like the falsetto part. You know, it's interesting because it doesn't really fall into a country category, and it really doesn't fall into a folk category. And I just told Connor, I said, you know, it almost sounds like, especially Little Things, kind of almost sounded like a rock ballad, a rock and roll ballad.
I'll take that.
You know, and you know, as old as I am, I mean, we can go back to, and I was telling Chris the same thing too. There was Just Before Crazy, kind of reminded me of an America type song. You know, something in that vein.
Poco.
You know, where it's Poco's.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that one too. But yeah, in that kind of genre. So it was once I was able to separate where you were landing in my brain as far as songwriting goes, that's where it finally came to, which was kind of nice.
Thank you.
Because it's really the first of its kind that we've had on these Sundays. You know, it's kind of different, and I really appreciate the way you broke the songs up with the falsettos. You know, you went up and down, and it didn't become boring. You know, which I kind of like. Which is really good because the way your chordings are going on your guitars, on your guitar. It was the same thing through every song, but I wasn't listening to your guitar playing. I was listening to your songs.
Good.
Which was kind of which was kind of coming through. I kind of, you know, the tempo stayed the same through each song, and that can be a real dangerous thing. And if the words can't climb above that, then we got a problem.
In my opinion, one leads another.
Yeah. So I mean, you did do that. You know, you brought the songwriting ability above.
And I thought you did a really good job of that. You brought a lot of great energy, and thank you for sharing your songs with us.
Thank you.
All right, here's Chris Clove.
Everything they just said, I'm going to piggyback on that. Your songwriting is really good. I think some of your songs could have flowed a little better, but the songwriting's fantastic. Your falsetto is really cool. I love those vocal stings where you go from your normal range and you just pop right up in there. That's really kind of reminiscent of like young Steven Tyler, you know, those vocal stings that he would do, and I really enjoyed it. Thanks for everything.
Hey, thanks. That opera lesson paid off.
One more time for Mike Sakura, everybody. Okay, we're going to take a short break. We're going to get Mr. Brian Joyner up on stage. Stay with us right here on 95.3 KHYI. KHYI 95.3 The Range. Good afternoon, everybody. There we go. Another great crowd here for the Battle of the Balledeers. We're winding up round number one, and the winner, by the way, after we get into round two and we go into the finals and everything, is going to get a trip to Nashville. They're going to get a spot on the Texas Forever Fest 2025 and some airtime on KHYI. And I also want to give a big shout out to the city of Plano for co-sponsoring this event too. Been just absolutely fantastic sponsors and just the greatest people to work with too. So I want to thank the city of Plano for stepping up and just doing a fantastic job. They brought the weather, sound system, everything else, so we really appreciate it. One more time for Mike Sakura, everybody. Sakura. Sorry. All right, and next weekend, next Sunday at 3 p.m., broadcast live right here on KHYI. We'll get into round number two, and we got some pretty good songwriters. Both of them are here. We've got John Robson and Austin Akins. Let me see, where's Austin at? There they are right there, as a matter of fact, talking to each other. They'll be here next Sunday, and two really super good songwriters. So make sure that you come and join us again. Family friendly, pet friendly, absolutely free to the public for those who are listening out in range country. So come out and enjoy all the fun. We got a great crowd this afternoon too, just real laid back, everybody hanging out at the Fillmore Pub over there. Let's hear it for the Fillmore Pub. There we go, yes. All right.
Loving her like she deserved. Cracks in the foundation of a love that will never work. Two folk got on ahead as we walked into the night. This guy intended I went too far. She was ready to fight. Caught by surprise, she won the battle, but we both lost the war. Miles apart, we had no idea God made love for. Last time for a lonely man, no stomach for the face. Forever is a long, long time, and I can't get it right. Two folk I wanted had as we walked into the night. God intended I went too far. She was ready to fight. Caught by surprise, she won the battle, but we both lost the war. Miles apart, we had no idea God made love for. Two folk I wanted had as we walked into the night. God intended I went too far. She was ready to fight. Caught by surprise, she won the battle, but we both lost.
you guys.
Spectacular.
Suckage of love. First kiss. First love. Forever. See you in tomorrow. Shine bright. But only the love can make it through the night. Have a 2 or 3 I'll never forget. Forever is temporary, I guess. Whatever it is, if it truly exists, haven't found mine yet. Real kiss. Real love. My forever wasn't good enough. Have it 2 or 3 I'll never forget. Forever is temporary, I guess. Whatever it is, if it truly exists, haven't found mine yet. Black room. I can't, but you won't call. Forever is closer to never after all. Hadn't found mine yet. Have it 2 or 3 I'll never forget. Forever is temporary, I guess. Whatever it is, if it truly exists, haven't found mine yet. Thank you. So let's do the crazy parent thing now. Which probably doesn't do this song justice because this song's about my dad and he's a Vietnam vet. And I had to deal with the aftermath, right? So, and I'm gonna be a little vulnerable here. He was a good daddy part of the song is the song when I was a kid, growing up with him, and he was. And he was a bastard to my mama's part of it was later on when they had some struggles. But it was all the demons and all the problems he had, I think, were a result of him being, in the war. This is called Cry When He Died. The sky's right for a funeral. The trees are bare and the thing is great. I'm driving down 24 hours. I gotta be regretting this day. He's a sweet kid, we must have. He's everybody's friend. He left Vietnam with a bullet in his belly, demons in his head. He was a bastard to my mama. I wanted to kill him while he was alive, but he was always a good daddy, and I cried when he died. He was always in the stands, and I looked up to wave. He lost everything at Walmart, and ancient age took him away. He was a bastard to my mama. Wanted to kill him while he was alive, but he was always a good daddy, and I cried when he died. I cried when he died. When he died, I set them both free. Now he's the man he used to be. She'll have some peace till it's her time to leave. And
he'll be waiting when she finally gets set free. He was a bastard to my mama. I wanted to kill him while he was alive, but he was always a good daddy, and I cried when he died. I cried when he died. I cried when he died.
Thank you. So I'm doing an audible. I had a plan. The plan is off the rails now. Originated from Brett's Rusty Weir contest. So I was coming off the stage at Leavenworth, Texas for one of Brett's contests, right? And the lights were bright in my eyes as I was coming down. I was emotional. My daughter was on. This was a few years ago. Divorce, you know, that sort of thing. So this song sprung from the range. So I'm honored to be here, y'all. Thank you for having me. And I'm playing this song for you guys because it's really because of the range, really, honestly. It's called Live My Songs, and it's a song about my daughters, and it's a song about stuck in love, and it fits perfectly right now.
Staring through the smoke clouds at the memory of Christmas Eve. Put together a dollhouse before I had to leave. Lights are bright on the stage. How did I get here? In bars every night. Should be reading my sleepy girl by the bedside lights. Guitars and bars playing in this band. Just don't fall no more. I'm so far past sad. Trapped in this smoky haze of delirium. God, please tell me, what have I become? Don't know now. Real life is gone. Is this a dream I wanted to be living my songs? My dream is not her. She tossed an empty bed. She had a nightmare. I'll always love you. It's the last thing she said. Trapped in this smoky haze of delirium. God, please tell me, what have I become? Don't know it now. Real life is gone. Is this a dream I wanted to be living my songs? Is this a dream I wanted to be living my songs?
Ryan, what's the name of that again?
It's called Living My Songs. The next one's called Thank You for Leaving Me, and it's in the category Outside of Love. I think it's probably the end to the I'm pissed about it finally and not sad about it, or maybe I'm grateful about it. It's called, like I said, Thank You for Leaving Me. I hope you guys dig it. I'm Brian Adams Jordan. Thanks for having me on.
Scream at your picture, but you won't hear. The bottle at the wall, I'ma slam another beer. I took some pills to make me feel better. They take together pieces to reread your letter. Look in the mirror, wondering what you're thinking. You're probably stoned, must be drinking. Eyes wide open, but you can't see. Someday, some girl's gonna thank you for leaving me. Wrote about you cheating. Your letter tells a story. Secret no till means when you're almost 40. Drink some whiskey to make me feel better. And rip it up again, and then I burn your letter. Look in the mirror, wondering what you're thinking. You're probably stoned, must be drinking. Eyes wide open, but you can't see. Someday, some girl's gonna thank you for leaving me. But you live too long. But you broke all the rules. Now you got it all wrong. Knock, knock, you're a fool. Look in the mirror, wondering what you're thinking. You're probably stoned, must be drinking. Eyes wide open, but you can't see. Someday, some girl's gonna thank you. Look in the mirror, wondering what you're thinking. You're probably stoned, must be drinking. Eyes wide open, but you can't see. Someday, some girl's gonna thank you for leaving me. Leaving me. Leaving me. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Zach, there we go. Brian Adam Joyner, everybody. All right, very cool. I just talked to Connor. I said, man, that song reminds me of Bart Crow. It's a Bart Crow type song.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I like that.
You know, I'm listening to the songs. Of course, I hear the vocal, the tone of your voice, which I really like a lot. Guitar playing is another story, but because I'm listening to the songs. But one thing that I would like you to take away, you know, we can always sit here and say how, you know, we like this and we like this and you think great. But a little critical part that I'm going to tell you, and we're friends, so I can tell you this, and you're not going to be pissed off. Just walk away with it. But you should have more confidence. You have good lyrics. And the thing that I'm hearing is that I commend you for the vulnerability in the songs. That's absolutely wonderful, especially the one about Dad and everything. And but you should have more confidence to where when you're singing, and this isn't an indictment on your songs. This is your performance as far as the songs go. I want to hear more pronunciation of the songs. It's almost like there's a lack of confidence. I know what you're doing. It's coming from the heart. I mean, I know that. There's no question about that. But when it comes out to have somebody listen, I want you to put it in their face instead of shying away and saying, hey, this is how I feel type thing. Because they're good lyrics. And I just told Connor, too, the way that you're writing your songs is very well. Because you keep repeating certain lines in the songs. And what's good about that is that people can sing those songs and will remember those songs. So this is just some criticism on my part, and this is not an indictment because I like what I'm hearing. I like the words of the songs. I like the structures of the songs. But the way when you want people to listen to them, a little bit more confidence to where it's a little bit more crisp because you have a natural, lazy way of pronouncing, you know, your words. And so I'm kind of struggling a little bit to say, what were you saying? What were you saying? And I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because I really appreciate everything that you're writing. And you're doing a really good job of doing that. So the songs I like, the subject matter I like. The only thing that's kind of taking me back a little bit is, and this is for you in the future too. I know you've been doing this for a long time. You know, we know each other. There you go. Good. Then I don't feel so bad, but you did a great job.
I've heard that before. Thank you.
And thanks so much once again for being vulnerable, especially the song about your dad and everything. You know, living with songs. There's a little bit of a rock thing too. I know you're used to playing with the band. Do you have a website?
Yeah, BrianAdamsJoyner.com.
Okay, and Facebook and then Instagram.
I'm out there.
Okay, very good. All right, let's hear what Connor's going to say.
Yeah, I really love your 4 songwriting categories. I've been lucky enough to see you a few times down the street at Love and More. I feel like your sets each time have been more and more enjoyable. And I thought your song...
Yeah, thank you. I enjoyed it. This is
right.
really cool. I like what y'all are doing.
Here's Chris Club.
So I've never seen you before. So I really think, so I got kind of a grunge punk feel. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but some of your songs have like, almost, like we even talked, like almost like an Aaron Lewis, Mike Ness type of sound to some of them. And I like that mix with your songwriting because it makes it something very different. It's not something I hear all the time, which is a really good thing. And like he had mentioned, your vocals, like your relaxed vocals, really, for me, I think help tell the story that you're trying to tell. So I really appreciate that. And thanks again for signing up. You did a great job.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, everybody. Brian Adams Joyner right there. Great job, Brian. Thank you. All right, we have one more songwriter coming up. Mr. Phil Coomer will be back in a few minutes right here on 95.3 KHYI. KHYI 95.3 The Range. Good afternoon one more time. We got Battle of the Balledeers starting round number 2 next Sunday right here, starting at 3 p.m. broadcast live on KHYI. John Robson and Austin Akins, who are in the crowd here. And what's really nice about this is all these songwriters that have participated, whether they win or they lose, they keep coming back every weekend. And they've all became friends and they all get to know each other. And it's just been a lot of fun. And once again, I'd like to thank the city of Plano and, of course, everyone at KHY and everyone in Range Country that's helping us make it a really good event. So we really appreciate it. Make sure you drop by. It's family friendly. It's absolutely free. It's pet friendly. And just a great group of people. It really, really is. Once again, next Sunday, we got John Robson and Austin Akins starting off round number 2. And Austin and John are here in the audience. But once again, we're going by songwriting ability, performance ability, does the artist fit in the Americana genre, professionalism, and how did the crowd respond to the performance. Once again, I want to let everybody know, if you have not downloaded the KHYI app, please do, and you can vote for your favorite performer today, or whichever one you want to listen to on a Sunday afternoon. And it definitely does make a difference. All right, we're going to be wrapping it up here. We've got one more songwriter for you, so would you please put your hands together and give him a warm round of applause, Mr. Phil Coomer.
Thank you. My name's Phil. I'm another songwriter from Texas, and I want to tell you how happy I am to be here. I just can't believe it. And I was talking with the other songwriters a little bit earlier, and they feel the same way. So thank you, KHYI. Thank you, Plano. Thank you, everyone involved. Well, for this first song, I wanted to take you back with me about 300 years, 500 years, to when this wasn't Plano, Texas. This was the northern province of New Spain. And it just so happened that the governor of the northern province of New Spain happened to be crossing Tejas because he was after that rascal LaSalle who had built a fort in Texas. So he came across a river that was so clear and so beautiful and so pure that he decided to call it Guadalupe. And I don't know if you guys have ever been down to the Guadalupe River before. Anybody been down there? Anybody? Okay, it's pretty sweet, isn't it?
Kayak.
This is Guadalupe. A lot of Americans believe that the La Lady de Guadalupe was the Virgin Mary, the Mother of God. Guadalupe rolls down through the canyon, named for the Mother of God. She gives the water we thrive on down to San Antonio Bay. Guadalupe, Guadalupe, Guadalupe. May la Virgin Morena find you. Give her your sorrow, your pain. Guadalupe will wash those troubles away on down to San Antonio Bay. Guadalupe rolls down through the canyon, named for the Mother of God. She gives the water we thrive on down to San Antonio Bay. She gives the water we thrive on down to San Antonio Bay. She gives the water we thrive on down to San Antonio Bay. Guadalupe, Guadalupe, Guadalupe. Thank you. Well, so that was Guadalupe. The second song that I have for you this afternoon is a little bit about second chances. Second chance at love. A lot of us need that. I had a problem at my old house, and I went down to the hardware store to get some stuff to fix my problem, and I was standing in line. There was a big fella in front of me, and we were there for a long time, and he finally dropped his purchases right on the floor. He bent down to pick it up. On his way home from the office today, he stopped by the hardware store. His old house is ailing today. There's water all over the floor. Crap. He walked down through the plumbing supplies. He must have looked a little confused. A girl from behind said, "Don't worry at all. I know just what to do." And she knows how to fix your pipes. And she knows how to fix your life. And she knows how to move just right to make you fall in love all over again. Let's fall in love all over again. Let's fall in love one more time again. And now a message from your friendly local neighborhood hardware store. Your plumbing may be complicated. Your fix may be hard to find. If we put our minds and our hearts together, we'll have you fixed in no time. All your friendly neighborhood hardware store. They're so friendly. And now back to Phil's song. Oh, so fast, he must have looked a little confused. A voice from above said, "Don't worry at all. I know just what to do." And she knows how to fix your pipes. And she knows how to fix your life. And she knows how to move just right to make you fall in love all over again. Let's fall in love all over again. Let's fall in love one more time again. Yeah, she knows how to fix your pipes. And she knows how to fix your life. And she knows how to move just right to make you fall in love all over again. Let's fall in love all over again. Let's fall in love one more time again. That was hardware store. Thank you. Well, there was two places I wanted to go to. And so as soon as I got there, I headed out to Central Park and walked through all the rocks and walked walked as much of the park as I could, and then I found my way over to Strawberry Fields, which, if you don't know what that is, that's the memorial for John Lennon. And I spent enough time there, and then I walked the 32 blocks all the way down to the World Trade Center Memorial. And the World Trade Center Memorial is just the basements of the building. That's all that's left. And there's a granite wall around the memorial and a waterfall that falls into the basements. And that's all it is. And they've carved the names of the 2,700 Americans who died there and the 345 firefighters. And while I was there, I watched a woman press a note into the cracks of the memorial. And people write notes, and they leave it there at the memorial. Still. Anyway, she left, and I was looking at the note, and the wind blew, and it fell out, and I went over, and I thought I would read it. But it was in Japanese, so I couldn't read it. So over the next couple of weeks, I kind of spent my time with her, thinking about her, and she told me her story. This is called Still Lives. She said if I had a spell of old magic, I'll tell you how I would begin. I'd spin this whole world backward until I was back with him. She said, the sweetest love still lives. She said, the sweetest love still lives. And she ran through those rocks in old Central Park and up on the strawberry fields, where the wind blows through Manhattan's canyons. There's a hole where you should be. She said, the sweetest love still lives. She said, the sweetest love still lives. She said if I had a spell of old magic, I'll tell you how I would begin. I'd spin this whole world backward until I was back with him. Sing it with me. She said, the sweetest love still lives. She said, the sweetest love still lives. Thank you. tell you, last September, 6 months ago, I don't know, it's more than 6 months ago, a little bit more, I was playing in the yard with my dog and I hurt my wrist really bad. And after a couple of days, it was still hurting pretty bad, and I was looking for something to help me figure out the pain and get the pain to stop. Aspirin or something, I don't know. Anyway, it was about this time that my girlfriend got home from an extended trip to Vietnam. She had been gone for a month. And I was so excited to see her that I kind of forgot all about the pain. It just didn't even register anymore. This song is called All the Medicine I Need. In the morning, when I rise, I clear the stardust from my eyes. I yawn, I stretch, so I can see the one who's right in front of me. And all the medicine that I need is your eyes looking back at me every day and every night until I'm gone. Every day and every night until I'm gone. Until I'm gone. Until I'm gone. Cars and trains to take me away from you. And all the medicine that I need is your eyes looking back at me every day and every night until I'm gone. Every day and every night until I'm gone. When my work's all done, I'm tired, I'm aching. I find my way back home. I yawn, I stretch, so I can see the way I'm gone. Until I'm gone. Thank you. Well, I wanted to be a little different than the average songwriter, and so I thought I would pick a subject that I wouldn't have a lot of competition in, and so I thought I would write a song about a fish. So this song is called Brown Trout, and I was talking to my sister about this, and she goes, "You know, Phil, it's not a song about a fish. It's a song about a talking fish." I said, "Okay." side. Even if we tried, our mother wouldn't have it any other way. Our mother wouldn't have it any other way. Welcome to my river. Welcome to my life. The roar, it's just a rhythm. I am the rhyme. And the Rocky Mountain stars light up our nights. We couldn't get higher, even if we tried. Our mother wouldn't have it any other way. Our mother wouldn't have it any other way.
All right.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Phil Coomer, everybody. And for those who don't know how some of these things work, actually you're a stand-in today because the original songwriter that was to be here passed away.
Oh my
It was in
gosh.
an auto accident. It's true. We found this out about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So a very sad, sad moment there. But strangely enough, very fortunate for us because we got to hear you. And I mean, I go way back. I mean, I would hang out at Kerrville, go to the Kerrville Folk Festival. And are you from Texas originally?
Yeah.
You really are. Wow, you have no accent whatsoever, especially when you sing.
Well, I was, from here, and then we moved to California, then to New Jersey,
Okay.
and then to Kentucky.
So you adapted where you went.
And I
That's
came back to Texas when I graduated high school.
okay. Well, as I was saying, I've been very fortunate enough to perform with some great folk singers like Dana Cooper. Great job.
Thank you.
Your songs are very, very engaging. Anybody that can pull a song off like a singing trout, really? Really? And have people sit there and listen to you and go, wow, he's a trout, I really appreciate that. And you seriously fooled me. You got up there telling me how you've been doing this a while, right?
Yeah, I was out for a long time. I recorded my first album when I was 30. It was called Dance Across the Mountains, and it's on all the streaming services.
Right.
And then it went into the barn for 25 years because I had 4 kids,
Right.
and
Life
I
happened.
went to,
Yeah.
I had to go to work.
Well, you still got it. I mean, it's still really enjoyable. Your voice is so engaging. I mean, your guitar playing matches the tone of your voice, matches the lyrics, the way you structured your songs, and even when you're able to, pull a lyric off that doesn't quote unquote rhyme, it still works. Guadalupe, I mean, really, Texas Country 4 Reporter, was really good. Hardware Store was a great entertainment. Everything still lives. The story behind that, everybody understood. I have no criticism of what you do because, to be honest with you, you're really the first true folk singer that we've had these last 7 or 8 weeks. So it's hard to, say anything's bad because I enjoyed every single bit of it.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, thank you for everything. Let's hear from Connor.
Yeah, personally, I love your style a lot. Very soothing and natural. Your voice is great. And it was just a real treat to watch you perform and to hear your stories and your songs. It's like a sound that you would hear driving around listening to the range, and somebody would request something like that. Your stories are great. Also, big fan of your shirt. Where did you get that shirt?
I found it on Facebook.
So you thrifted.
I needed something to wear on stage, and so
It made an impression.
Yeah, you made an impression. It's great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Here's a Chris.
So it took me like to a John Denver, Paul Simon type of feel to it. I really enjoyed it. Your voice is really soothing and comforting. It was nice to hear, like kind of de-stressed me even when the trains were going by. It was nice. I really loved Hardware Store. That was a great song, and Still Lives, another great story. And I loved your guitar picking. That was really fun to have. We haven't really had a lot of picking, but that was fantastic. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. My dad, Rufus Coomer, taught me how to play a banjo when I was 12, and so the fingerstyle came from the banjo.
Well, shout out for Rufus.
Banjo.
Absolutely. All right, one more time for Phil Coomer, everybody. Great performance from everyone. Thanks to Alexa Cora, Brian Adam Joyner, and once again, Mr. Phil Coomer. For those who want to know who has won the event today, tune in to Chuck Taylor Show tomorrow morning. It's about 9 o'clock, I guess he's going to find out who has won. And once again, if you got the KHYI app, or if you don't, download it, and you can vote on today's performers. Pick your favorite one there, and it does make a difference. So make sure you download the KHYI app. All right, for Connor Caldwell, for Chris Clough, and for myself, Big Gus, we appreciate everyone coming out. Get ready for round number 2 next Sunday. Broadcast live right here on 95.3 KHYI.